The Georgia Bulldogs men's golf team won 2 of its first 3 tournaments this spring. The Bulldogs' success is in large part because of freshman Trent Phillips, who led the SEC in scoring in the fall and finished in the top 5 in 2 of Georgia's first 3 tournaments this spring. Having impact freshmen in college golf is not uncommon, but plenty of coaches want freshmen to develop before playing them in meaningful tournaments. That is not the case with Georgia.
Trent's been outstanding. You know, he came in and has been one of the leaders of this team pretty much every week, week in, week out. He's played really strong.
I want to win, don't get me wrong, but I don't like to lose. So like competing is really fun to me.
Since the 2012-2013 season, Georgia has had 65 golfers play in tournament rounds. 15 of those were freshmen. 4 of the freshmen, including Phillips, have a top 5 finish. The others are Lee McCoy, Zach Healy, and Phillips' current teammate, sophomore Davis Thompson. Thompson and Phillips are the only freshmen in the last 7 years to have a second-place finish.
Anytime you have a freshman come in and have the ability to get in the lineup, that's always a big bonus, because a lot of times you don't really expect that. You expect them to come here and kind of have their head on a swivel a little bit and trying to learn the way around, but when you get them where they're actually playing and playing pretty good, that usually is a good sign for your team.
So far, Phillips has 5 top 5 finishes on the year. He's placed 3rd 3 times, and he finished 2nd at the Jim River Intercollegiate Tournament in October. He was also named to the Haskins Award watch list, given to the best college golfer every year, and is one of 2 freshmen on the Hogan Award watch list, which is also given to the best college golfer every year, but also includes amateur events.
He's one of the best golfers I've ever seen. I mean, he's unbelievable. He just has that knack to go out and compete and win. And he's not afraid on the golf course. You know, even though he's a freshman, he is not intimidated or scared of the moment at all. I mean, he really thrives off it. He's good enough to compete. He knows he's good enough to compete, and he's not backing down from a challenge at all.
Phillips isn't the only freshman contributing to the Bulldogs' golf success this year. His roommate, Will Kalstorff, an Athens native, has been Georgia's 5th golfer throughout the spring.
You know, he saw Trent kicking everybody's butt and said, well, he's a freshman, I'm a freshman, I can go out and beat these guys too.
Being a freshman on the team, you don't have much leadership the older guys do, but you can set that example for being a younger guy, coming in here ready to play, makes them older guys kind of fired up and ready to play too.
As a freshman, current UGA junior Spencer Ralston played in every competitive round. Only he and then senior Grayson Sigg played all 32 rounds for the Bulldogs that year. Ralston credits Sigg for helping him develop as a freshman and for showing Ralston the way to have confidence in his game.
I must always play with these guys all summer long and all year long. You see the same faces, and you have good finishes, you have bad finishes, but you just got to know that your game's good enough and believe that it's good enough to compete with all those other guys on a weekly basis.
Ralston showed his confidence over Georgia's spring break when he took home his first collegiate win at the Linger Longer Invitational. He shot 11 under par over 3 days and led the Bulldogs to a 6-shot team victory. His leadership and experience, alongside that of teammates Trevor Phillips, Trent's older brother, and Davis Thompson, have been key to the Bulldogs' success.
One of the best golf coaches ever told me there's guys that can pull the cart and there's guys that can ride on the cart, you know. Well, those 3 older guys, they've been pulling the cart, and now these freshmen are coming in and helping pull the cart. So when you got 5 guys pulling that cart, it goes.
Ryan Frazier, a junior golf expert from Agora Golf, said that having a team like this is really what Chris Hack does well. He gets good players and lets them compete for spots. Frazier also said that it's a little bit surprising but encouraging that Trent Phillips and Will Kalstorff are having this kind of success this early in their careers and making this kind of noise in a lineup. He said that it drives competition and ultimately makes the team better.
Trent's very strong mentally, and Kalstorff he probably has the best attitude on the team. Kalstorff came in with an amazing attitude, willing to learn, willing to qualify.
The Bulldogs tee it up again April 5th through 7th at the Clemson Invitational before returning to Athens to host the one-day Southern Intercollegiate at Athens Country Club to close out the regular season. Georgia will then travel south to Sea Island for the SEC Championship, where it hopes to improve on its 11th place finish last season.
Going down the line, these guys know they're as good as anybody in the country, and they're not scared to talk. Hey, we can go win some things here, and once you start talking about it, you can make it happen.